Thank you so much for joining us on the show. They say, and I think this is very, very true in a lot of respects, that whoever they may be, that it's a completely different ball game. It's a completely different athlete, student athlete now. But I suspect the desire, the enthusiasm that you had back in the 40s is just about on par with what you see right now.
I think that the big difference, Tom, in the way they play football in 2000 and the way we played it in the 40s is that we had to go both ways. When they got the ball, we just shifted over and played defense. And so you had to kind of pace yourself because you knew you had 60 minutes to go. See, we just played about, I would say, 16 football players. We had a squad probably of 40, but 16 did all the playing, and unless they got hurt, and then someone else had to stand in. But that made a difference. Going both ways makes a big difference. Now, athletes could do it today if they had to, but fortunately, it's not necessary. They have more coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
how many coaches did you guys have?
We had 3. The head coach, Lukabaugh, the backfield coach was Jack Baker, and the line coach was Toby Green, who coached also the baseball team. And that made a world of difference. Now, in 1946, we did have an additional coach, but for the most part, during the time that I would say the peak years, we just had 3 coaches. Back then, of course, we flew a lot. Traveling was a problem. For the first year or so, we traveled in just automobiles. We had enough people here in town who were interested in the football program that they would take 4 or 5 athletes.
Golly, you can't even get close to one now.
That's right. I remember going through Yale one time, stopping at a gas station, and there was Jim Thorpe pumping gas at a gas station. And that's the first time I'd ever seen him. Of course, at that point in time, we knew who Jim Thorpe was, but he was a great one, of course. In 1946, we started traveling more, and I can't say, Tom, that the kids enjoyed the travel aspect. We would rather drive to Taft Stadium in Oklahoma City as we did in 1944 and 45 when gas was rationed and so on, and we just jump on a bus, go down there and play and come home, and that wasn't a problem at all. The only trip I can remember that was vivid in the minds of the players was the University of Texas in, I can't remember which year, it was 44 or 46, but we flew down and we landed at night and the lights went out at the airfield. So here we were up there circling. I don't know how much gas we had in the plane, but we had to come down sometime. We were either going someplace else to land, but they ended up lining up cars on either side of the runway, and we landed, the pilot landed that plane with the benefit of headlights, and that's all the light he had.
Welcome to Austin, huh?
Yes, right. That's right.